There's a high-stakes legal battle unfolding in India right now, one that could seriously shake up the country's political landscape, and it's aimed squarely at one of its most prominent figures, Rahul Gandhi. But, this isn't just about politics. This is a case about his very identity, and whether he even has the right to be in parliament at all.
The entire case really boils down to this one explosive question. Is Rahul Gandhi, the leader of India's opposition, also secretly a British citizen? A court in Lucknow is now trying to get to the bottom of this mystery. So let's dive into what's actually being claimed.
All right, so who are the main players in this whole drama? Well, first, you've got Rahul Gandhi, the accused. He's not just any member of parliament, he's the leader of the opposition. The person bringing the case against him is Vignesh, who's a lawyer and a member of the ruling BJP party, Gandhi's biggest political rival. And all of this is playing out in a special court in Lucknow designed specifically to handle cases against lawmakers.
And just to give you a sense of the tension here, the whole proceeding had to be moved from one city to another. The petitioner, Vignesh, claimed he was being intimidated, even getting physically threatened in the original city. That forced the case to be transferred to Lucknow. So yeah, this is not some quiet legal dispute. It's getting really intense.
So what is this case actually about? Well, it's not just a simple debate over citizenship. No, the petitioner is pushing for a full-blown criminal investigation by the police, and it's all based on a whole list of pretty serious allegations.
At the absolute heart of this case are two names, Rahul Gandhi and Rahul Vinci. The claim is that they aren't two different people at all, but one and the same person. See, in India, he's Rahul Gandhi on all his official election paperwork, but the allegation is that over in the UK, he goes by the name Rahul Vinci on official documents.
So what does this dual identity thing really mean in legal terms? Well, the petitioner is alleging that Gandhi has been illegally holding both Indian and British citizenship, that he's violated passport laws, that he's committed fraud by, not mentioning his British citizenship on his election forms. The core claim is that he's been deceiving the Indian government for the entire 2 decades he's served in parliament.
Okay, so you hear all these claims, and you have to ask, where's the proof? Well, on January 6th, the petitioner spent a solid 2 hours in court laying out his case. So let's take a look at what was actually presented to the judge.
The case is basically built on a paper trail, one that allegedly connects Rahul Gandhi in India to a whole other life as Rahul Vinci in the United Kingdom.
So let's break down this supposed evidence. First, the court was apparently shown Barclays' bank account details for a Rahul Vinci. Then, there were records from Cambridge University under that same name. They also presented documents from a UK company called Backups Limited, dated back to 2003, that supposedly list him as a director. And on top of all that, a collection of emails allegedly gathered from different British departments and even from India's own Home Ministry.
20 years. That's how long Rahul Gandhi has been a member of parliament. And that number is so central to this case because the petitioner isn't just arguing this was a recent slip-up. No, the claim is that this is a deception that has spanned his entire career in national politics.
So why is this such a huge deal? It's because, unlike a lot of other countries, India's law is crystal clear: no dual citizenship. The second an Indian citizen voluntarily becomes a citizen of another country, they automatically, right then and there, lose their Indian citizenship. And for a member of parliament, that means you're immediately out of a job.
But the allegations don't even stop at fraud. In court, the petitioner made an even more explosive claim, accusing Gandhi of giving office secrets to enemy countries. Now that kind of charge shifts this whole thing from a case about identity to one about national security. It's really crucial to remember, though, this is a very serious allegation made in court, not a proven fact.
With all these heavy accusations on the table, you have to wonder, where does the case possibly go from here? Let's look at the legal path ahead and what might happen if these claims ever turn out to be true.
From this point, the legal process is actually pretty clear. First up, the courts is expected to summon Rahul Gandhi to give his side of the story. Then, all that evidence gets officially examined. After that, both sides will make their arguments, and finally, the judge will issue a decision on whether to launch a full criminal investigation.
And listen, the potential fallout here is absolutely huge. If the court decides the evidence is compelling enough, it could order the police to file a formal criminal case, what's known as an FIR in India, and that could set off a crazy domino effect. He could be immediately kicked out of parliament, have his Indian citizenship revoked, and even face prosecution on a whole bunch of serious charges.
So, this really brings us to the biggest question of all. This case is so much more than just a legal challenge against one man. It's a direct shot at the leader of one of India's most powerful and long-standing political dynasties. Whether this evidence holds up in court or just falls apart, the simple fact that these questions are being seriously asked has opened a brand new and totally unpredictable chapter in Indian politics.